Hello, my name is Bunny, and I will be teaching you how to use code blocks. Now, first you need to download it. I already downloaded it, and I did so. Now it's probably going to try re-downloading it, so hold on a minute. Okay, so this is codeblocks.org. Downloads-26. You're going to want this one here at the very bottom for Windows, unless you use a Mac or whatever, and I can't really help you with that. But this is the bottom one you're going to want, and these are not all created equal. Some of them do not work, or they simply just don't have the compiler in them. And this one I know works, so by all means, please use that one. You're going to click this link right here, and it'll immediately start downloading. Do not click anything else. They're probably all viruses. So let's get started. So I downloaded it, and now I'm going to press the run button. Yes. And code blocks will start setup. Okay. Next, agree. Yes, this is very good. If you see things that are missing, then you are missing the compiler, and it'll look perfectly fine when you make it, and it just won't ever run a program for you. It's really sad. So if it takes forever to download, you got the right one. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like where I want it to go. So it's a lot of stuff, as you can see. But that's actually really good. Yeah, all of the names of the compilers and stuff like that. And so I'm a student at UT Dallas. I wouldn't say I'm an expert in C++, but I'm taking my second semester of it. And I certainly know enough to get some of you started who are perfect beginners. Yes, I do want to run it now. How interesting. Okay, so that's really good. See, there's a compiler, it's detected. That's perfect. Oh, interesting. Honestly, I have no idea how to set this. No matter what it's on, it seems to run exactly the same as far as I'm concerned, so. Alright, it's time to try to make our first program. So we're going to click on Create New Project, Empty Project. This is where we name our project. So I name it Test. Notice that it already names the file for me with the CBP, which is the file type it should be. Oops. So it won't let me name two files with the same name, so that's pretty important to know. So let's call it something else. Alright, and then just finish. Okay, over here, this is a new file button. I'm going to need to add a new file to this, or I won't be able to write a program. So it wants me to name it. Usually you want to name it the same name as the project. That's very important what you end it with. If you're coding in C, you're going to want to put a C at the end. If you're coding in C++, it needs to be a CPP file. I'm sure that this compiler supports other languages, but this is all I use it for. So let's make a C++ file. This should be okay. Alright, and that is how you make a new program. You can start coding at this point. I'm going to go ahead and load a new program and start from there, since I'm sure you don't want to see me typing. I'm a very slow typer. So I know you can't see this, I apologize, but I'm going to click on Close All Projects. Yes. Alright, so I'm back where I started. Open existing project. I made this project earlier. Go to the CPP file. There we go. Alright, so this worked earlier. Right here, this is the run. And I don't know why it's so big, but there it is right there. It outputs hello world, so that's working the way I wanted it to. Now, instead of pressing enter, I press the exit and see how it's red down here at the bottom. It says it ran for 9 seconds. It does that if you have to exit out, like if it got stuck in an infinite loop or something and you exited out of the program, it knows that it has the status there. So, but let's say I do something wrong. It has a syntax error. I'm going to rebuild this because if you make any changes on code blocks, you have to rebuild it. And notice it's saying there's something wrong with this. I can't run this. If I tried running this, it ran the last time it ran. But if this was a new project, it wouldn't run it at all. So down here it says the error, and it says, look, there's a missing semicolon before token. Luckily it has the line number. That's the most important thing. And it usually shows the line number of what happens after the error, I've noticed, if a semicolon's missing, so that can make things a little confusing. Other than that, a lot of the times the error is actually on the line that it indicates, so it's just something to keep in mind. That should be pretty much all you need to know to get started with code blocks, at least as far as building programs, and I hope that you have a lot of fun. So go ahead and get started.